They say a man's home is his castle, right? Well, let me tell you, sometimes the moat isn't full of water, it's full of HOA sharks, and all you've got is a badge and a stubborn streak to keep your kingdom intact. You ever come back from a trip, tired, just wanting your own bed, and find the HOA president up to her elbows in your RV enforcing the rules? Yeah, that happened to me. And by the end of it, the only thing that got towed was her self-importance. Let me start at the top. 3 days early, I pull up to my place in this Denver suburb, and the sky's still got that scrub-clean blue you get after a thunderstorm. You know the kind. Every color's brighter, shadows cut deeper. It all feels a little too honest. There sits my Titan RV, crooked in the driveway, looking like it's had a rough night. The side door's hanging open, and something in my gut goes cold. I walk up, keys in hand, and what do I see? Karen Dinkleg, HOA president, enforcer of all things unnecessary, stuffing canvas bags in my rig like she's prepping for a weekend getaway. She's always loud, always convinced, always right. Bob, her husband, he's trying to disappear behind her, and Tim, their kid, he's on the curb with a face that says he wants to be anywhere but here. Karen spots me, points like I'm a trespasser, and starts shouting, "It's rented. He's not supposed to have it. He's stealing it." She's dialing 911 with one hand and waving papers in the other. Sure, she's starring in her own little crime drama. You ever seen someone treat emergency services like their own private complaint department? That's Karen. She dials with the confidence of a woman who thinks volume is a virtue. I keep my hands open, my face calm, but I can see the door. There's fresh prime marks, gray metal showing where paint should be. Somebody's been at it with a tool. Not even 60 seconds go by before 2 squad cars roll in. Sergeant Harlan steps out, jaw already set, looking at me like he's got me halfway booked. Harlan likes his world simple. Good, bad, black, white, no shades of gray for him. Next to him is Officer Dale, still new enough to the job that his jacket creaks. Then, my neighbor Lee pipes up from his porch. Guy's a walking, talking file cabinet, always got paperwork. He's calling out, "That's Marcus's RV. He checks it. He lives here. He's just out of town a lot." Harlan just waved him off. That's when things start to slide sideways. "Sir, keep your hands where I can see them." Step away from the vehicle. I do as I'm told, but I point at the fresh marks. "Look at the latch," I say. That didn't happen on its own. But Harlan's locked onto Karen's version. I reach into the RV, slow, careful, and pull out a fob relay, little thing that crooks used to trick cars into thinking the key's nearby. I show it, steady voice, no drama. But Harlan wants a simple story, and Karen's handing it to him with all the flash she can muster. I show them the jiggler, still stuck in the ignition, shiny with panic and grease. The immobilizer's blinking red, sending a signal to my team, Torres, Kim, my people who know how to read a real scene. But I can't show my badge. Not yet. That's a different power, and the time's not right. For now, all I've got are facts, and Lee, who keeps trying to shout the truth over Karen's noise. I check on Tim, kids barely holding it together, guilt written all over him. I drop my voice gentle. "You okay?" He cracks. "Mom wanted to make a point," he whispers. "She said if she took your RV, it'd teach you a lesson about the rules. She said you didn't care about the neighborhood. She said she had proof you rented it." Pressure breaks him, not anger. And as soon as he admits it, Karen cranks the drama. "He's bullying us. He's armed," like she thinks loudness equals truth. That's when I let the badge drop. "I'm FBI," I say, and it lands like a punchline at the end of a long, bad joke. Harlan freezes. "Badge out, name clear. Special Agent Marcus Reed. I live here. That's my RV. Those marks are fresh. That's a relay and a jiggler in the ignition." The whole tone shifts. Dale starts keeping folks apart. Silence thickens. Real authority quiets a room fast. Karen tries to regain control, waving around her title, barking about bylaws. I tell her, "You can enforce rules. You can't break the law." Her face burns red. She's still got 911 in her ear, trying to summon the cavalry. Then a tow truck shows up, branded with one of those official HOA contractors. The driver's all business, shoving paperwork at us. He starts to hook the Titan, and my heart just about seizes. This isn't about rules, it's about making an example. I get in the way. You don't tow from a private driveway without court approval or the owners say so. HOA letter isn't enough. But the boom lifts, the operator makes the call. Karen's smiling like she's queen of the block. Dale finally steps in, kill the winch. But the Titan moves an inch. Lee yells out something about a flyer with the wrong date. Bob almost helps but freezes under Karen's glare, and my team's waiting for my call. The Titan gets towed anyway, but that's where the story twists. We trail the truck, state troopers in on it now. It leads us out to a grimy yard full of stripped-down rigs, the kind of place you only find if you're looking for trouble. Troopers lock the place down, and some guy in a hoodie bolts, drops a duffel full of copied key fobs. Torres tackles him. Kim snags a burner phone, and the guy squeaks. The lady said HOA had it covered. Karen's name is everywhere. Emails, memos, a voicemail telling someone to make sure the rig goes south. We gather it all. Logs, pings, relay devices, fake authorizations. When we bring it back, there's no yelling, no drama, just a stack of evidence a mile high. Karen's arrested, conspiracy, false reporting, attempted theft. She posts bond by dinner. Tim and Bob, scared straight, get treated like witnesses. The block goes quiet, everyone peeking from behind blinds. The HOA calls an emergency meeting. Karen tries to play Queen one more time, but the room turns on her when Torres plays the voicemail. Bob stands up, confesses he just signed what he was told. Tim, eyes wet, admits he helped. It's not a parade, but justice moves, one raised hand at a time. Karen's presidency is gone. Just paperwork and minutes, but everyone knows. Harland, the sergeant who wanted simple answers, gets suspended. The block breathes easier, and I sleep better, sort of. But there's this ache, a kind of sadness at how close noise came to winning. Without logs and a badge, loudness would have buried the truth. That night, Torres and Kim come by. We don't talk much. Kim lights a cigarette, then snuffs it. You played the long chess, Torres says. That's a start, Kim adds. And we let the street go quiet. Life's not a TV script. There's no triumphant music when you fix things, just a balance. Small truths, careful moves. The HOA puts new rules in place. Tim gets a job at a mechanic shop. Sends me a note, says he's trying to do honest work. I tell him, you did right when it mattered. Sometimes that's all you can do. If there's a lesson in all this, it's not about badges or bylaws. It's about how evidence, the quiet kind, beats noise every time. Loudness might bend a room for a minute, but paper and circuits, they don't care how high you shout. They're stubborn, patient witnesses. You can't outshout a timestamp. Weeks later, the new HOA board links cameras and gate logs in a public file. No more private verdicts. Lee, my neighbor, drops off a pie. The tow yard gets fined, the owner's in jail. Karen's up for arraignment. Bob and Tim, their names are in the paperwork, but they walk free. Choices have consequences. Harlan comes by, thinner, honest, apologizes for getting it wrong. I nod. We all learn. Do better. The Titan, finally cleared, fires up like it's shaking off a false accusation. The world's messy. You make your claims, and you prove them. But the question sticks, do facts matter when lies are louder? I think they do, but only if people are willing to dig. When someone claims power with volume, ask the quiet questions. Where's the log? Who signed? What's the timestamp? Facts don't shout, but they win. The night after, my daughter's drawing is on the fridge, a crayon Titan with a blinking light. My wife, Susan, makes soup, remind me there's still soft places in the world. We sit, eat in peace. You always make it sound simple, she says. I make it sound like a plan, I reply. Because plans are how you beat the noise. That's what I want you to remember. When noise tries to run the show, keep asking for proof. Small questions, quiet facts. That's how you get to the truth. So let me ask you, where's the line? When does enforcement become abuse? When does speaking up become shouting down? Have you ever seen power twisted by noise? Drop your thoughts below. Tell me where you stand. And if you got a story about HOAs or neighbors injustice, share it. I'm listening.